everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Rams coming in at 2-2, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 4-0.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. He finds Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They try right side here. Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And the big tight end shifting around. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. They're running with Gurley. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now here's a carry heading left. Dances by at the 20. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Let's go! 3-19! Good!
A first down carry by Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. That's complete right around the 8. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage. Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. ready now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The tight end changing his position. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley, and he'll wind up losing.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, they run with Gurley. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's go. Wide Eddie.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play fake. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Woods, the receiver, in motion left. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. Here we go. It's Gurley. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to get. The give is to Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Get ready. Tiger. 36. 2, 4. Check 26. Fourth.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Fourth. Get ready. Wait 90.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left.
Switch.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go. Green 30. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out?
And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw is Bridgewater. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Get ready. Tiger.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Check curls. Force. Tiger. I got him. He's mine.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to air one out. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down throw for Bridgewater. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They go to Elliott again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Back now in Los Angeles. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Bridgewater to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Wait, 90. Force. Tagger. Force.
Play action now. Bridgewater. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Tagger. Let's go. Wait, 90.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give to Elliott. And he's got some space here. And a solid run down inside the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
All right, here we go. Gun! Gun! All right, here we go. What's in that warning? Let go now. Left 19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. We'll make some plays against you.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Cowboys on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll send Austin in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taco Charlton coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go. Force. Got 3. 3 down. Force. Force. Switch gears.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver, and it was the Colts emerging victorious. Andrew Luck, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.